Hey everybody, this is Mike with the Tesla High Mileage Club. That's my car behind me, and I'm over here looking at another car which you may have seen in the group, and we're going to talk about this car. It's Amy's car in this video.
We got our first Tesla S in 2014, and my husband asked me if I wanted one, and my explanation was no, because I couldn't get anything in it. At the time, our grandchild, she was showing 3 horses most months, and I needed a car big enough to put all her crap in.
All right, so you got Model X here, and this is 2018, right?
Yes, but my first was one of the very first 2016s. My VIN number started 0000. So, and I did like it, but that was at the time where the second row didn't lay down. So it wasn't as functional.
So it was a Model X also?
Absolutely.
But just not as functional as this, so you couldn't use it for cargo?
I could, but the second row at that time did not lay down.
All right.
On the 6-seater, the 7-seater wasn't even out yet.
That's right. I remember that, because that's when I ordered mine mine was the 2017. I was just now at the end of 2016 able to order the 5 seats.
Right.
That's when I got mine.
As soon as the 7-seater came out with the row that laid down, my husband got me the 18.
All right, so let me walk through here and show. Come on over here so we can hear you in the camera. This is the 18. You have 160-something thousand miles?
162,125, I think.
Okay, how much mileage did you put on the first X? Do you remember that?
About 85,000.
80. So you drive a lot. Okay, so what do you do? We saw I reached out to you because I saw a picture. This may look familiar. It's not. I actually reposted it in the group. Yes. But you had this whole car loaded up front and back with, I think, feed and hay bales, right?
200-pound bales of hay and 36 bags of 50 pounds of grain each.
Okay, and this was totally packed. And you saw the picture, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was fertilizer.
No, it was horse feed.
Okay, so what do you do that you're hauling this? And why did you choose to use the vehicle in this way? And how long have you been using it like this?
I have used it this way since the first day I got it. Sometimes at the barn, we either get in new horses or don't get enough feed. So I go and I get what we need. Hay, grain. And
that's mainly back here, I guess, right? You fold everything down like you were saying. You load up everything. And I saw hay bales, but I don't really see, you've done a pretty good job of cleaning up. I see a little bit of dog hair, I think, but not any hay.
Well, it's easy. You use a lot of plastic shower curtains and you cover everything, and then all you have to do is pull it out and no hay in the car. Okay,
and then we also saw you had stuff in the front too. You packed this entire car. You have a system, I guess. So you do this. You do this on a regular basis. That wasn't like a one-off.
No.
So with my experience with giving horses hay, the hay breaks apart into like 8 squares, and you give each horse a couple of squares. So
correct, but when you get it, it is one big bale. Okay. And I put the plastic down, I cover the bales, and I open only the back windows, so if the hay wants to blow out, it doesn't come up front.
Oh wait, so you have the hatch open? Or these windows. Yeah. The windows in the Falcon Wings that they go down. Okay, I see.
So guys, she doesn't need a whole wagon to haul a whole bunch of hay. A couple of bales will feed a bunch of horses. So.
Yeah, and when it rains, it stays dry, right? That's the other thing.
That's the other thing. Yes,
and I know in Southwest Florida here where we are, the wet season is like all the hottest months, right? All summer. It rains a lot.
The wet season is basically hurricane season, June to December.
Okay, and it rains a lot during that time frame.
It does.
Yeah, so you want to keep that dry. I also saw a picture you sent of dogs that you have back here as well.
I do. I work with animal rescues. I transport dogs, cats, lizards, rabbits, tortoises, mice, pretty much almost anything but snakes I'll put in my car.
All in your car? Is there hay and every kind of animal imaginable? And feed? Yes. And anything else? What else do you regularly haul?
I transport people who need to go to doctor's appointments to and from the hospital. I am a stage 4 cancer survivor. Wow. And I will transport anybody to their appointments and home that need to go.
Oh, nice. Well, you're doing great service, and the rescue animals too. That's a great service to the community.
That's why I put so much mileage on. 3 days ago, I had to go down to Homestead, so I put like about 300 miles on the car just in that one day.
And so do you use the supercharger network a lot?
Yes, but I have free supercharging.
You do? Okay, so when you got this, because ours does as well, so Yeah, that saved you a lot. I know that I keep track of mine. We're almost at 3,000 supercharged sessions on my car, actually, which is over here. 3,000, almost. We're gonna celebrate. We're gonna do a celebratory video, but I don't know if you've gotten that much on one single car, one single battery pack, but
I never thought to. I'm sure I've done somewhere close to that.
Yeah,
I do take this
thousands, I'm
car
sure,
all
yeah.
over the place. Yes.
And how has your experience been with the supercharging network too? Have you run into problems
No,
or not?
It's been fabulous. Actually, even better after Irma. The one that goes across Alligator Alley
Yes.
is now solar panel charged.
Oh yeah, I know that
so
one. Yeah.
when
Okay.
we have another hurricane,
It won't go out.
It won't go out
Okay.
because of Irma. There were a lot of cars that got
well, no, that's
stuck
the
there.
ideal, I think, because a lot people's biggest. If you hear complaints about EVs, it's like it's a coal-powered car because you're using grid electric. But if it's straight from the sun, straight to your pack, there's nothing more efficient and environmentally friendly than that.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the way. I would love to see them all like that. Okay, what else can you tell us? How about mechanical issues? Any mechanical issues with the car?
Nothing that I haven't caused.
Okay, cosmetic stuff, just normal wear and tear.
I did sort of trash my suspension.
Uh-oh.
And my son is an auto mechanic, and he said, you know, Mom, I think you need a new suspension. About a year later, when it started going creak, creak, creak,
Okay.
I did go in and I said, hey, Ryan, I think I need a new suspension. And so he was like, well, how long ago did your son tell you that? It's about a year.
Right. Okay.
So
it's air suspension on this car, though, because I think all Model X's are air suspension.
Yes.
So that's good. I mean, you've definitely, you utilize this car. I think you're kind of like similar to us, I think, where we just use this car. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it abuse, but it's constant wear and tear. We're using everything we can out of the vehicle, and it's still rolling down the road, and it's still, I mean, you have this car, obviously. This is like your third Tesla, is that? You had an S? An X?
Wait, this is actually, I think, our sixth.
Sixth?
Yeah.
Oh my
we
gosh.
had an S and two X's, and then my husband traded in his X for a 3, and he didn't like that, so then he got a Y, and then I got this one. So
Nice.
we had everything but a Roadster.
So you're incredibly loyal. That's what I've heard too, that believe it or not, I hear complaints about people saying things about Tesla, but they're the most loyal brand now
You
of cars.
cannot go back. It is not possible. I can get more in this than I could get in the 7-seater Ford Exhibition that I needed to drive once, and I couldn't fit the 7 people and all their horse stuff in there, but I can do it in here.
And you're going to keep using the car like this? You're going to keep.
Absolutely.
Will you consider a Cybertruck? I know that was
No.
a few of the comments. No.
There's a lot of issues with the Cybertruck, the way it's built.
Okay.
My height makes it ridiculous. Half of it would be useless to me because I can't access it.
Okay, yeah, because this is definitely just right in terms of balance, in terms of size.
And at my age, getting in and out of anything low is not useful.
Yeah. So yeah, we like it. I think it's a great overall balance of everything. Some cool features like the
love
Falcon Wing doors.
This is what makes this car so useful to me. I can
Yeah.
get bigger dog crates in here than I could get in any.
Yeah, and when it's raining, this is a huge screen for you, right? I mean, people don't consider that, but like usually when you approach your car, when you're standing there at the door, you're getting soaked. But in this car, you're protected here. All right, so I think that's about it. Denise, do you have any questions for Amy? Other questions? My wife Denise is here with me.
I noticed how you match things. Your water mug matches
Yes.
your car, and your
I'm a little anal that way.
Oh yeah, you see that?
your boots match. You should check out her boots.
My
they actually
sneakers.
match her shirt.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm a little anal that way about it. Things have to just sort of coordinate. So
All right, well, Amy, thank you so much. I'd love to hear more stories. We'd love to video more people with their experiences with a Tesla, because you've heard Amy's story with this and other multiple Teslas, and it's great to see. Like, I think one of the things you said is, and we do too. We're not polishing our cars all the time and treating it like it's some kind of
not a piece of jewelry.
Yeah, exactly.
This car works hard for a living.
Yes, and you love the Teslas, and you're going to keep buying Teslas, right? I mean, so that's what people need to hear. They need to know that this exists. So thank you so much for sharing your story.
You're welcome. We have.
All right, here's pictures of the dogs that Amy was talking about that are in her car. This is in the Model X. You can see the Falcon Wing. So you put the crate and dogs all the time, right?
Yes. 3 crates, 1 big, 2 small.
All right, so Amy also has told us that she plans on keeping this car as long as it's going to roll. So that's good for the Tesla High Mileage Club. We will get more updates from Amy in the future and in the very, very distant future too, with reports on this car and how it's doing. Oh, one last thing. Also, I asked Amy about the trim because 2018s have chrome trim, but she actually paid to black it out. And if you guys know, this car actually does not have a heat pump. It's got the resistance coils with the real electric, actually super hot heat. The newer ones from the factory that are blacked out, those are the ones with heat pumps.
And it doesn't.
All right, Amy is just explaining, there's a shelf. We have the shelf in ours, and I've actually made a video about how to replace the tabs, which are over here, which break off. And I think hers are gone. Yeah, it's supposed to be right here, okay? But it broke off. They break off very easily. She kept breaking them off all the time because of all the weight that she's putting in here. And so you don't even have the shelf. Like you said, it's like a well. It's like a tub that stores and holds everything and keeps it from rolling around when she's hauling other stuff on top. Another thing I want to mention is that she has not modified the suspension. That's my knee cracking in the back for the interior tire wear. I've done that on my car if you've seen videos, and I highly recommend it for any X or S owner. Intuitive is the name of the company, and basically you can do your camber so it's straight up and down, but she has not done that. She just, you can't rotate the tires in this, so it goes through back tires more than front tires.